everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike, and today we have one of the mechs from the Lego Ninjago movie. That is the Garma Mecha Man, a kind of a smaller mech build compared to the Fire Mech from Kai. We've built this guy on a live stream, so you can check out recordings in the links below if you like to. But today we're gonna do a review and a short time lapse. The Garma Mecha Man is a pretty big thing. It measures 11 inches tall or 30 centimeters. That's a pretty big for a Lego set. Lots of good looks here. A bag of awesome mix of gray and black parts. I like the looks for the cockpit with those teeth that holds the Garmadon. Well, great little thing to have here. A lot of armor pieces, very militaristic look, and also the set gives you 4 minifigs. That's Great White, Pat the Civilian, and also Green Ninja, who is Lloyd of course, and Garmadon himself. But to start off with this review, let's check out the mech in much more detail. First off, I think it's a good call to make a quick comparison with the Fire Mech, that's Kai's vehicle, because those guys will most likely fight each other at some point in the movie. The Fire Mech is still a superior build, being a bigger set at 944 pieces, and looks better in many parts of the build just because it's more detailed. But still, I think the Garma Mecha Man is doing a great job for what it is. Being a smaller set, it cannot take a lot of detailing here and there, but the pieces it uses and the stickers it uses make up for a very cool look. I think, well, there is not much of a difference between them, but still, if you want to get the bigger one, get the Fire Mech, but the Garma Mecha Man will still keep you in awe and you won't be disappointed. We do have a disappointment here because we still do have no bending knees on this guy. The legs looks very solid, but there is no knee bending function. I think they could have added, but they went the stability route, I think, and that way we don't have any bending knees. The legs, the feet actually are very solid, so this thing stands pretty solid on the ground. There is nothing really too much of a wobble here. And a lot of those pieces make up for a very solid heavy armor that I think adds to a much more tough guy look than the Fire Mech from Kai. The back of the legs has some sort of a propeller mechanism that may be for swimming in water, I mean those two guys here, or maybe some sort of like a jetpacks for legs where they articulate a bit so you can direct the flow of this propeller power. And if you go beyond that, there is some sort of a fish tank that's probably serving as an ammo tank for the main weapon. And you can see the belt of fish ammo going all over to the arm, which has the weapon, which is, I think, a pretty cool addition considering the fact that Garmadon is using a lot of fish as weapons for his entire army. The do not feed sign is another great example of the sets being not too serious about themselves. Well, the whole fish thing, it's well, very fishy for a Garmadon army, and the do not feed sign is just a cherry on the top. His main armament, as I mentioned, is the machine gun shooting fish, and the whole barrel and the gun itself is looking like a shark head. There's a sticker even showing that, and the only spring-loaded shooter here is this one, and it first time ever uses a blue projectile, so that is a very special piece. We haven't seen those guys in blue as of yet. I think it looks pretty awesome. It's a nice entry to the next set we're gonna get with Garmadon. That's the Garmadon set that's gonna be having his shark mech. But for now we have the Garma Mecha Man, and here you can see the front armor of the guy, and here is where we can enter the cockpit and put the Garmadon in. So that's a pretty easy entrance considering the fact that Garmadon is a 2-torso fig, so you can open the top and you can open this part to access a massive area for the cockpit that pretty much holds the Garmadon fig in a very easy fashion. Once you get this guy inside, he has access to the console, that's this cockpit here, so you close it off, and then when you close the top part, you can see that the Garmadon's head can be nicely visible, peeking through the teeth of the entire machine. I like how the head of the mech is designed, so it looks kind of like a Garmadon helmet. You can see the shape is pretty much there, looks great. And if you look from the correct angle, the whole thing looks like a face. You can see the eyes here next to the teeth. And if you zoom out, we have a pretty nasty looking monster. Along those cool stickers in the front, there is also an emblem for Garmadon's army, and he calls it the G Army. His right hand is also articulating to some point. There are a few joints that make it happen, so you can move it this way or this way, up and down. That's pretty easy. And it also has a 3-finger hand that can hold not only the laser pointer that we get in the set in the keychain form, that's the weapon from the Lego movie as you remember, but also it can hold the minifig if you have to. Well, that's a cool function and adds a number of cool things you can do with this set. The set includes 4 minifigures. We have Garmadon, Great White, civilian named Pat, and Lloyd the Green Ninja. Those are pretty cool, and let's start with Garmadon. Garmadon comes in an outfit that we will see him in for the most of the Lego Ninjago movie. That's an armor in front, and there is a small print in the back on one of the torsos that makes it different from the other torso. He also comes with 4 katanas as his weapons, and we also get 1 face expressions with the Garmadon helmet being a very special piece that this guy usually gets. Like this minifig, but I still think that the version that is named the Jungle Garmadon that comes in other sets is slightly better in terms of printing and overall looks. Here is Lloyd the Green Ninja, the double piece mask that is the common thing for all those ninjas in Lego Ninjago movie sets is present as well. Print is not exclusive, so continues the trend of non-exclusive minifigs in many sets, including ninjas, and he comes with the new mold for those sets line for the weapon. That's a new sword, finished with this golden sort of detailing in the back, and his face expressions are fairly similar to what we have seen before, with those green eyes showing his green ninja power. The Great White is also present in at least one other set. I think that would be the Manta Ray Bomber. This set also has the same print for its head, very good print and mold for the shark head. Along with this equipment for scuba diving, he comes with a dual mold for this scuba tank. That's quite a classic piece we have seen in the old space sets, for example. And the print for the torso is also not special. That's a tactical outfit for a number of Shark Army members. His weapon of choice is a harpoon piece attached to a fish. Well, all those guys get fish weapons for some sort, and this guy just happens to get this version. And the last minifig is a civilian named Pat. I'm not sure about the print for the torso, if it's exclusive or not. That's a civilian type of robe that is seen worn in the Lego Ninjago movie. And in the city overall, she comes with the red camera piece. That is a very uncommon piece, I have to say, because cameras usually come in black. This one is red. And we also get only one single face expression and this new piece for Asian hat that we see in the new Lego Ninjago movie sets. Quite a cool fig, but I think overall figs in this set are not very cool. I've seen a better selection of minifigs for other sets, I have to say. The Garma Mecha Man is an interesting set, but I can't help the feeling that there is something better on the market to pick up for this price. It does look good, is quite fitting for the character of Garmadon, very well matched here, but I think that for not that much more money you can get the Fire Mech, which is just superior set in many aspects. The detailing and the amount of pieces, plus the minifig you get in that one, are just better in my opinion. This one doesn't really shine in any of the aspects. The looks are there, but the lack of a very unique look for such type of mech kind of gives away a lot of play and maybe excitement you would get with a set of that kind. It's not a bad set, it's just being, I think, surpassed by other Ninjago movie sets, but that just may be my opinion. If you like the looks and you like the Garmadon character, you want a vehicle for him, this one won't disappoint you. Overall, good set, but I would look elsewhere if you are not a big Garmadon fan. Destroy, 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 destroy. Alright, and that is it for this set review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I like this guy even though it has some flaws here and there and does look as good as the Fire Mech in my opinion, but still a cool set. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate all the support from you guys. My name is Mike and I'll see you again on BrickVault.